Hello, in this video I'm going to discuss how you embed videos from YouTube using their embed code or their shared embed code that they provide you. Now it's easy enough to copy that embed code and paste it into the source of one of your pages, but in this example I want to deal with a very busy or content heavy page that you may want to add a video to at some point in the future. So here we are looking at the editor, and as you can see I've mocked up kind of an example of a busy page with some headings and some paragraphs and a two-column table and a couple other paragraphs. Now say I wanted to embed a video just above this. Here is a large heading, but below this table structure here. So I really want it to be just above here, maybe a lead-in to this heading and this paragraph. Now if you look at the source code behind this page here, you'll see a bunch of HTML that may or may not look familiar to you. In fact, you've got a lot of markup here. We do have some pretty standard or repeated paragraphs, but to most not familiar with HTML, this may look a little bit weird. Noticing some of these HTML tags and how they stop and start and so on and so forth. So I'm going to show you a little trick in how I like to deal with finding a spot somewhere in my page and finding and locating that particular area in the HTML code so I can paste what YouTube provides me. So what I've done is I've gone over to YouTube. I'm assuming at this point you know how to upload a YouTube video, or you've done it before, and you can find it and view it on YouTube. But I picked a random video, one with Bill Gates making an announcement here. And as of this particular video, the time of this video, YouTube has some links that are basically underneath each video if the user or the person who published this video chooses to allow you to embed or share the video. So what you do is you come to your YouTube video, you click on share, and it gives you a few options. You can share directly to some of these social links, or you can just basically copy the link directly to the video at YouTube, or it gives you an embed option, which is what we're looking for. Now by default, I think you're going to see a height and width of 560 by 315, which is a pixel height and width, and you can of course customize that with some presets here, or if you have an exact fitting that you want, say I don't know, 565, you could type that in here and it would provide you with the corresponding height. I'm going to go ahead and use this as is, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this and copy it by right clicking on that, and I'm going to go back to my page here. And the first thing I'm going to do with it copied to my clipboard, the first thing I'm going to do is I want it to be above this heading, so I'm going to go ahead and hit a hard return here. It's going to ask me to, well, when I start typing, I'm going to see that it's still using this heading style. When I'm going to go, I don't really need that in this particular spot, so I'm going to go ahead and put my cursor there and keep it blinking and just change that to a paragraph. And next I'm going to just type in a series of X's. Okay, something that my eye can catch in the middle of this HTML code. Now, I go up to my embed or my source code, and I scroll down and scrolling down, and I see all my X's here. And you'll see that's wrapped in a paragraph tag. So I can easily kind of separate this stuff out. It's not going to mess anything up as long as I don't break any of these links here, or excuse me, not these links but these tags. And what I want to do here is I want to highlight all these X's, and then next I want to basically paste my YouTube embed code there. And not to leave out anything here. I mean, if you leave out something in one of these tags, you're going to come up with some basically some unpredictable results. So make sure you copy everything that they provide you, and I got it in there. So I'm going to say OK. Now the editor will actually start the embed already, or it's just kind of like a web page at this point, truly. But it'll go ahead and display the YouTube video. So I could stop there, but basically what I want to do is the fact that it's in a paragraph tag will allow me to go ahead and center align this. I just clicked on the align center. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click post my work, and I think I can go down here and find my page and go and preview it. Now, as you can see, what was in the editor looks a little bit different. We've kind of reiterated time and time again that people will start building their pages, but the style and the look and feel of your pages is ultimately governed by the style/CSS file that you configure in your website styles area. So here we go. We have our first paragraph, our table with 2 columns and their paragraphs, and then our video, and then a couple more paragraphs with 2 headings. So if I click this thing, it should run, and I think we have some sort of
about the
success
choice
here.
of Satya Nadella to be the CEO of Microsoft.
So this is important primarily because the importance of this video is to help people that are not familiar with HTML. The editor doesn't have a quick insert YouTube video function, so to speak, but it does allow you to gain access to the underlying HTML code, which is in fact what YouTube is supplying you here. So just like everybody else, you can copy that and then come to your web page and hit your source code to bring up your HTML. And I can even see, here's my other one right here. What I could do is at the end of this paragraph, heck, I'll go ahead and paste it right there again. Let's see what happens now. Well, now we've got 2 instances of that YouTube video embedded on our page. So that's kind of goofy, but it should help you with the idea of embedding in your page, working with a very busy or content-rich page that may have existed for some time, and like a home page that's kind of edited often, and you've got a lot of content on there, and now suddenly you really want to embed some sort of YouTube video on that page. So key being, type a bunch of X's or whatever you can find visually by eye in the code. Click your source code. I see my X's here, and I can paste my YouTube video there. I hope that was helpful, and we'll see you next time.